Poutine.
Hey guys, welcome to the 10th episode of the Grabcast podcast.
Number 10.
Number 10, we finally made it. Took some time
Finally.
off.
Double digits.
Took some time off. But it's finally coming out. I'm your host as always, Josh, and then we've got Brian.
One and the zero are fucking.
and then we've got Sean.
Hello. We're gonna edit that into the title screen. Is the 1 and 0?
Yes, exactly.
Just the,
exactly.
the one entering the zero.
So much entry.
Oh. Well,
So,
that was a good start.
yeah. So what do you want to talk about, guys? I know Brian, one of the weeks we didn't record, you were in California.
I was in California. Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was mostly a family trip, but we went to a castle.
That's pretty sweet.
It was a vineyard, so it was really not that fun for me.
Right.
Because it was really stupid because you would pay like $10. Actually, I was a minor. I had to get a child's ticket because I'm under 21.
There you go.
And so we like walked around by ourselves, and like all the cool places to go were all guided tours, so we couldn't go anywhere.
Oh,
It
yeah?
sucked. But then we went to like a wine tasting in the basement and like this dungeon of a castle, and I had some grape juice.
There you go. Was it sparkling or just
No,
regular?
it was like they made it there, but it was like 100% sugar and like 0% juice.
Oh.
So it was super sweet. And I just kind of stood there while my family just tried wine, and I was like, oh, yay.
Yay, juice.
Yay, juice. No, but the castle was cool because I was like, oh man, if I was an assassin, I could just climb up this wall.
Yeah.
Because it's weird because they actually have like the holes and stuff in the wall.
Yeah.
They could easily just climb up.
Dude, it's like castles were built for assassins.
I know. Actually, in my history class in the Crusades, we actually talked about the assassins.
Oh, like the actual assassins?
Like he was like, we were talking about it was this one, I think I wanted to say a Muslim emperor or something, or king, and he got killed by this group called the Assassins. My teacher's like, it's not those guys from that stupid video game or whatever. And I was like, whoa.
You're like, hey sir,
shots fired.
watch your damn mouth. This is not some stupid video game. This is real life.
Oh yeah, I went to Alcatraz as well,
Nice.
which is really cool, really spooky. # too spooky.
Didn't you guys meet a prisoner of Alcatraz?
Yeah, there was this guy, a prisoner who he went to Alcatraz, and then he wrote a book about it, and he was there, and I got the book signed by him.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I haven't read it yet because I have to read other stuff for school. But my girlfriend's reading it and she really likes it. So it's pretty interesting. Cause
That's cool.
I flipped to a page and it was like, "You're gonna suck my dick," and I was like, "Whoa!"
Okay, I guess what happens in Alcatraz stays in your book,
Or in your butt.
or in your butt, or in your butt.
No, but California, it's pretty interesting. San Francisco. We went all to the big places. We went to Haight-Ashbury, which was like the hippie center of the time.
Okay.
We have one of our fridges at home is actually from there.
Oh, cool.
But,
The one in the garage.
yeah, and so we went there, and it was full of hippies and just like hipster stuff. It's a very hipster place. And then
Very hip.
and a lot of bums.
A lot of bums.
A lot of bums. I mean, there's butts, but there's also like homeless people.
Oh, well, I guess like if you're gonna be homeless, that would kind of be the place to be homeless. You don't really have to worry about weather too much.
Yeah, but it's also like it's like we were up where my sisters live, like an hour up, like north of there, and that's like 70 degrees, and then we drive down to the city, and it's like 60 or like 50 degrees.
Oh wow,
So,
jeez.
yeah, San Francisco's not a warm place.
Oh, well.
It's not like you imagine California, and that's not Northern California.
Yeah, I guess that's a good
It's like
point.
right on the water.
You kind of forget it. Like California's so
California's
big
massive.
that it stretches very far north,
like-
where it is just cold.
We're like, hey, we should go to like LA. My mom's like, that's like a 12-hour drive. And I'm like, never mind.
Kind of like how in Texas you can drive for a day and still be in Texas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We can do that pretty much from a lot of states, except for like Rhode Island.
Well, if I'm driving in Michigan, I drive 24 hours like south.
Well,
I'm
south, yeah, but
not gonna
if
be
you
in
drive north-
Michigan. Well, I could get to Canada. I can get to Canada in a day, less than a day.
Well, you could go up to the UP and it'll still be Michigan. That'll
Yeah.
probably be a day.
Like Tech, which is in Houghton, is like a 13-hour drive from here, and that's really far north. But the problem is, like, you also would have to like navigate around Lake Superior.
Oh, yeah,
So you have
yeah.
to go like to the UP and then like really far east because the UP is super wide.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like,
Or you could like hit
And a
up
hard
Wisconsin and like go north a little bit.
but yeah. But even then, you get to Wisconsin.
not everybody can be Rhode Island. Me and my dad drove like from Connecticut to the coast of Rhode Island in like 45 minutes.
Oh,
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So and then we got seafood on the beach.
solid.
So yeah, we had amazing food in California as well.
Yeah, I bet.
I had In-N-Out Burger for the first time.
Nice. How was that?
Very, very busy place.
Yeah, that's
it was
a
like
weird-
we went there at like 11 at night. It was just packed.
Jesus.
There was also like a concert
Oh,
and like
wow.
it was all a lot of graduations going on, but it's like a 50s place, and there's like a whole bunch of there's a whole secret menu
Right.
that's not on the menu up there, and so you can order like animal fries, which is like fries and cheese and onions, or you can get like a Flying Dutchman, which is like 2 patties with cheese melted in the middle of them. Not like a Juicy Lucy, but like patty and then cheese and then a patty. That's it.
Oh, just the meat.
Yeah, but there's like a whole like menu of it, and we were looking at it online.
That's pretty cool.
interesting. Yeah.
I know I was reading a tweet from someone, I can't remember, that they said if you ordered your meal like extra crazy from some Asian restaurant, it was just free. Like if you added it to be extra crazy, I guess means like free.
Wow.
So that's the secret thing. If you go in there like, excuse me, I would like the most expensive thing on the meal, extra crazy. I'm like, God damn it.
No, that's all restaurants have like secret menu items.
Does McDonald's have secret menu items?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know off the top of my head, but there are definitely there's a bunch of them.
I know Wendy's does.
What is it there?
Well, you have the Baconator.
Right.
I think they list the double Baconator.
Yeah.
But if you ask, they will give you a triple Baconator well as a quadruple Baconator.
Well, you can when you order Baconator, you can get like a single, double, or triple.
Yeah.
So
the quadruple Baconator does exist.
That sounds like diabetes explosion.
Have you guys seen that Attack on Titan burger that Japan made? And it's like 15 patties high.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like...
It's like,
when
we were at Five Guys, and the guy's like, yeah, our record's like 14 patties.
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was crazy.
Crap.
That was crazy.
No. But like Subway has the Feast, which is every single meat in Subway.
Oh.
And then like it has everything in that whole little shit tray of food on one sub.
The shit tray of food.
Subway meat isn't very good. If you want a good explanation of Subway meat, listen to Jim Gaffigan.
Oh.
He makes very good points. He talks about like taking a straw and sipping out the tuna juice. And, it's pretty great. But no, and then you can get like the Feast double meat and really piss off the press people working behind the counter.
I would like all of your things ever. Just all of it.
Give it all
and then while you're at it, just multiply that by 2.
Yeah. Literally, I want you guys out of business. Like,
I'm eating fresh. Don't worry.
Sir, we could put this on 2 loaves of bread. You could have 2 No.
What?
I requested
the bread's just
one
like, you can't
sandwich.
see this, but my hand's very far apart.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit in the oven.
What if
Make it fit.
What if they have to use, like, they do 2 loaves of bread, so they don't just close it, they just spread them out, and so it's just boom, boom.
Oh.
Like
They don't even cut it, though. You just have, like, a whole loaf of bread uncut, just on top and on bottom.
So gross.
I know, like, Mitch Hedberg did a thing where if you order, like, a sandwich from a deli, like a Reuben, he's like, anything else can I get? He's like, yeah, how about a piece of bread and some other people? He said it's just like putting a cow with 2 crackers on the side of it.
Nice.
It's like the Feast.
Oh, man. Subway is not as healthy as many people think.
Well, I think the big thing is, like, the Subway, they're like, oh, Jared ate Subway for every meal and he lost weight. Yeah, but Jared also walked to his nearest Subway, ate it twice, and then had this other regimen of working out and stuff. It wasn't just like, hey, I ate Subway and lost 300 pounds. It was, hey, I worked out and I ate Subway, eating fast food.
I stopped eating other fast food.
Yeah, I stopped eating shit. I ate Subway and I walked a bunch. So
it was basically, I turned my life around and happened to be eating Subway at the same
Subway
time.
happened to be a part of that. I quit smoking and drinking, and I became a father and a better person.
Yeah, he's back in like the commercials now.
Yeah, I saw
One of the new commercials, though, he talks about how I ate Subway and walked every day and exercised and changed my diet.
I thought that was good. I thought kind of like the whole controversy of like the foot long or was not originally 12 inches. Like, oh, we never said it was 12 inches. We just said it was a foot long.
I have 12 inches.
Hey-oh.
Moose. No, but Subway. It's like, oh, I could have a Big Mac or I could go to Subway and get a meatball sub.
Yeah.
And it's like, with extra cheese.
Extra cheese and extra gooey marinara sauce.
Actually, I've been craving a meatball sub for a while.
Dude, I had a meatball sub for lunch today.
Oh, it was good.
It was pretty good.
Was it from Subway?
No, it wasn't. It was from Checkers. I had to drop off a TV at Best Buy. And I went to Checkers. Had a
Did you eat the fries? Sub. I heard the fries are
fries
really
at
good.
Checkers.
Those fries
or Rallies.
So
They're
good.
the same brand restaurant.
They're the same chain with different name. Based off location.
Basically the same exact menu too. But the fries.
The fries are super dope.
I've never actually had them, but my brother Al tells me that they're.
Dude, when you come home from work one day, you should stop by there because they're super good.
Good idea.
They've got this one thing where it's like a fry basket where you can either have some chicken tenders in there or like cheese sticks. So it's like fries with cheese sticks and like garlic sauce on top, and then you're just like, oh, and then it's really good.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not good for you.
No, not at
but
all.
It tastes good.
It's delicious.
Yeah, that's the main idea.
You feel dirty. You feel like a dirty boy, but it's good. So
yeah. So
the Twatters.
So
E3
coming up in a few days.
Yeah, was it starting Monday?
Sure.
It's
Sean,
because we had the website.
Pull it up on the website
right here.
It's in a couple days.
Yeah.
Okay, it says top incoming events coming.
I want to say it's like the 13th, 14th. What's the
Which
day?
would be
today. Sunday.
Today's the 13th. Oh, it starts Sunday?
Yep, because
Really?
Bethesda is today.
But wait, it's E3's right now?
Sunday's 6:30.
Today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday. Let me figure this out.
Okay. Did
No,
it start
live
Friday?
in 1 day and 3 hours. Bethesda starts tomorrow and so 1 day and 3 hours.
So it starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 9:30
In the morning.
at night.
Okay.
Oh,
Is
that's
the first
weird.
one.
I'm also missing the Game of Thrones finale.
I think that's what this says. It
So
says, Sunday 6:30 is Bethesda. Then Monday 9 a.m. is Xbox. Then EA. Then Ubisoft, Sony, Nintendo, Square Enix.
That's weird that it starts on a Sunday.
I think it's always been like that.
I don't know.
There's only one though, so that's like the big headliner. I'm guessing it's like a huge event to kick it off. And like, okay, this is the big thing.
Yeah, I guess it is a week
it
long.
It really
too.
starts Monday. But
Yeah.
like, this is like because this is until 9:30 at night.
Yeah, that's weird. And I mean, I guess it is a week long, so people get in, they
And
go.
it's also
the big opener.
it's also in California, so it's actually like midnight
so
here.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's weird.
Yeah, that was fun with the whole time change.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it'll be cool because Rooster Teeth teaming up with YouTube. They're doing all that, so that's super awesome.
That's
RTX
really cool.
Australia is happening.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's gonna. I wonder if that would happen like the same time as RTX.
I don't know.
No, because they said they're teaming up with Supernova too.
Yeah, Supernova and Hanabi.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
I don't know. Probably not ever gonna go there.
No.
Well, I was talking to Al and saying like if we ever live in Austin, our going to RTX would be significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
Because we'd already be there, so it'd just be like for tickets.
Yeah.
And then we could just pay all the expensive money we would have normally spent on RTX
For
and
VIP.
go to Australia. Or VIP passes.
Also, tickets to Australia are like $1,200.
Oh, so maybe
It's a long day of traveling too.
Yeah, my dad made it one time. It was really weird. So he went there and he didn't experience any jet lag, but when he came home, it was just like it was so weird.
What day is this?
He came home and he slept for like 24 hours. It was crazy.
It's a long time.
Yeah. But I don't know, a plane flight like that, man, that'd be a lot.
No, the 4-hour flight to California was enough for me. Although I watched Kingsman and then I
Nice.
I read it.
So I finally saw it. It's so
That's
good.
such a good
Such a good movie. That church scene, man.
I showed it to my
Freebird
girlfriend.
means so much more now.
I watched it with a bunch of my friends. It was with Gary and all those guys,
Yeah.
and we were sitting there watching it. It finished. We're like, "Did we like that movie?" They were like sitting around, like, "Did we like that? Like, what are you guys talking about? That was fucking awesome."
Yeah, that movie was awesome.
great. And then they're sitting there, and I was like, "Yeah, I guess I don't know what I was expecting from it, but that was just pure entertainment, and it was great."
I think that was the thing. I went in not really knowing because it was like a James Bond movie turned up to 11.
Yeah.
And I was just like, because I guess maybe I thought it was supposed to be more serious, but it was like goofy and like crazy awesome.
Yeah, it kind of catches you by surprise. And you're like,
and I guess you forget it was by the guys who made Kick-Ass too. So I mean, it had that same kind of feel to
and
it.
so you kind of sat there and like, what was that good? Like, is that what it's not necessarily what I expected it to be? And then you're sitting there like, I was entertained for every minute of that movie.
entire
It was
thing.
awesome.
So good.
Oh, such a good
And
movie.
then they're coming off the Kingsman 2.
Yeah, and like you were saying on the podcast, Colin Firth is going to be written in the movie. Colin Firth was Henry.
Okay.
You know what happened? Remember what happened to him?
Yes.
Right. So we're confused as to how he would be written back. Unless it's like a prequel, but if it's a direct sequel,
I have some ideas, but
yeah.
we're not gonna.
I mean, spy stuff. So I mean, who knows? Dude, maybe they're gonna Coulson him and bring him back to life.
Yeah, as an alien.
Yeah.
Season 2 is actually on Netflix, but I started watching Naruto instead, and then I fell asleep.
Oh, there you go.
Or maybe he left recordings of himself for the new person,
Eggsy.
Eggsy,
Well, I feel like
to find and train.
we'll dip into some spoilers and
just do a little dip.
little.
Careful there, you don't sit on something
No,
hard.
that's why I chose the stool. It's a very short, very small surface
No
area.
nard stomping.
No, hanging over the edge at this point.
There we go.
Basically, what they have to do in Kingsman 2 is like restructure the Kingsman. like service.
Yeah,
Because,
that's a good point because I didn't even think about that because of all the corruption.
well, there's like
they
more,
got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did.
there's like more people other than like Roxy, Merlin, and Eggsy.
Right.
There's other people around the world.
A couple of them.
Yeah,
not
and
many.
they did the whole like glasses,
Yeah,
hologram.
like, they have to restructure
thing.
the London Kingsman.
Yeah.
Which it seems like it was that was like the main Kingsman in the first place.
Yeah, I mean
So-
it is London. In London,
Knights of the Round Table is what they were.
Knights
Yeah,
of the
it
round
was.
table. We come whenever we're able. Let's not go to Camelot. It's a silly place.
Is it though?
It's wonderful.
I've never been there.
Then the Spam-A-Lot. That was good.
That's a good movie.
It's such
That's a good like 3 hours of your life.
Oh man, it's so good. I love that movie. There's sometimes I've had people who don't like get Monty Python, and they're like, "Oh, Monty Python only goes so forward," and I'm like,
most.
I do mean
Yeah.
most people, and I'm just like, "You guys, you suck. You're terrible people. This is so good."
I get upset.
I do.
It's
I get
awesome.
angry. Like they're like, "The Holy Grail's so stupid." I was like, "No, it's not." Like it's like when they're launching cows at them, and like, "Run away!" That's so good. Or when people don't get like Mel Brooks movies,
Oh,
that really upsets me.
Mel Brooks movies are the best
Like-
movies.
I was telling this person how great Men in Tights is. Robin and Men in Tights. Have you ever seen it?
I have not.
So good. I've got the Blu-ray. I will let
Okay,
you borrow.
Mel Brooks, he directed and made
I made Spaceballs. You've seen
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs,
I've seen
right?
Spaceballs.
Right.
Men in Tights, Blazing Saddles,
Blazing Saddles.
History of the World Part 1.
Yup.
There's plenty of other ones, but he's so
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein, yes.
Okay.
He's a very funny man.
Yeah, but so Mel Brooks was Yogurt and President Scrooge.
Okay.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Yoda?
Those were the characters in Spaceballs?
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So
he was actually at one point he was a food
he was a bowl of yogurt.
I was like, what?
who then became the president of Yoplay.
Yeah.
I thought you were just referencing some odd TV show. I don't know.
No. But like, they were like, no, it's so great. And in Men in Tights, there's like musical numbers, but it's like a Robin Hood thing.
Dave Chappelle's in it.
Dave Chappelle's in it. That's so great. He plays a black
Achu.
guy named Achu. And then, there's his blind butler, Blinken. There's a part where, like, Dave Chappelle's like, "Hey, Blinken." He's like, "Hey, Blinken, where?" And he goes, "No, I said, hey, Blinken. Who's that?" "Achu, bless you." Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, man.
Or they have, like, they throw down the gauntlet and, like, he slaps him with, they slap Robin Hood with a glove. So he, like, to accept the challenge, he finds, like, a night gauntlet and, like, slaps the guy, like, knocks him unconscious. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, those movies are the best.
Or there's a scene, like, I guess I shouldn't spoil it. The whole, like, the finale of the movie is, like, he goes on this quest to, like, pretty much find, like, this key that his father left to him, and it's supposed to hold it's supposed to unlock the greatest treasure of all, and what it unlocks is, like,
A chastity
so funny.
belt.
Yeah, it unlocks a chastity belt, and it's so funny. Oh God. So funny. It's like, that is the greatest treasure in all of the world. Spoiler alert for, like, a 20-year-old movie.
It's a decent old movie.
Oh, it's so funny.
I was explaining Hot Rod to some people at work today.
Dude, Hot Rod is another great
Because I was
movie.
thinking, because I haven't got my name tag yet, because I might want to change it to Hot Rod.
Yeah.
But I was explaining to John, like...
John Scowen?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, explain to him, like, the whole, like, synopsis of the Hot Rod. Like, basically, he's raising money so as he can fix his dad's heart
So he can fight.
So he can beat the shit out of his dad.
So he can become a man.
Yeah. So... Man.
Dude, the end of Hot Rod, when he finally beats his head, he's like, "Say, you're a man." He goes to shake his hand, and it is the Tai Chi move to make him shit himself. And he's like, "You've got to be kidding me!" And then it's just a freeze frame. Oh.
Hot Rod's great.
Speaking of Hot Rod, the Lonely Island movie is a thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
Island
there's going to
movie.
be a Lonely Island movie.
I want to say Judd Apatow is directing it, or Adam McKay. One of the two. They're both funny guys.
It could be they're really good. I don't know.
It's like a...
Here,
I know what it is.
Oh, okay, go.
They're making... You know how, like, Miley Cyrus and, like, One Direction and Katy Perry have their
my
movies
God.
Yeah.
about, like, them on tour stuff? It's basically that, but Lonely Island.
Yeah.
And
they're all, like, fictional characters.
And they're making fun of, like, those kind of movies.
That's great.
It's gonna be...
That's way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like one of those like behind the band movies or like the Tenacious D movie, which I love, but I could understand how people.
No, because it's like they're all characters like in this band, so they're like.
So good.
It'd be interesting.
Funny.
Oh, God.
Andy Samberg is great.
I love Andy
Brooklyn
Samberg.
Nine-Nine is
Brooklyn
great.
Nine-Nine is so good. I love.
never seen it.
You need to see it. It's it's
I should.
perfect.
To be honest, my favorite character is probably Captain Holt, who's like the most
Dude,
serious.
I love Captain Holt.
Did you see the episode with the bar and the whole wild goose chase where they took the helicopter and everything?
Yes.
Velvet Thunder.
That was so good. I like Charles Boyle. He's just he's Andy Samberg's best friend, but he's a super dork.
He's a very sidekick character.
Okay. Yeah, but there's a scene where he breaks up. He was gonna get married, and then he breaks off his wedding. So Terry Crews is like, "Oh, you need to get out. You need to break stuff." And Terry Crews is shattering his plate. He's like, "Yeah." So he takes his plate and he throws it on the ground, but it bounces up and hits him in the nuts. Oh my god, it's so funny.
I'll have to see. We're doing a free trial of Hulu right now.
I was gonna say it's on Hulu.
And
You gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch that because I
So
found out.
good.
Have you ever heard of the show MXC, Most Extreme Elimination?
Yeah. Oh my god, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, where they dub it and they're like,
Yeah, that's on
Get it
Hulu.
on. Oh my god, I used to watch that show on Spike TV.
Yeah, it
all
was on Spike.
the time when I was.
Have you heard of this?
I have not
Okay,
heard of this
it's
show.
It's Wipeout before Wipeout was a thing.
Right.
Okay.
And basically, it's
in Japan.
it's
amped up to 10 since it's Japan.
it's a Japanese TV show called Takeshi's Castle. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And basically, they dubbed over it with all in all American subtitles, and it's
And all American actors, so it's all dubbed over in English.
Yeah.
And it's just them making commentary. It's kind of like Mystery Science Theater a little bit for this Japanese game show.
It's so good.
funny. It's so funny.
So funny.
Because then there'll just be random, because it's Japan, so there'll be random sexy challenges or random sexy women, and they just make comments on it. I just remember it's so freaking funny.
It's hosted by Vic Romano and Kenny Blankenship, and someday they go down to the field to Guy Ledouche on the field. It's so funny.
It's really good.
Oh my god. Hey, do you remember when I mentioned E3 and then we got really off the topic?
Yeah, I do.
All of them.
How did we get here?
I don't know how we got here.
Bethesda tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. our time.
So do you think they'll have more Elder Scrolls announcements? Or are they going to focus solely on...
They're not going to focus just on
I've been
Fallout.
seeing stuff for it, advertisements, so them pushing stuff, on YouTube especially. You see those top ads or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been
Elder
Fallout.
Scrolls has been
And Elder Scrolls. Because Elder Scrolls Online came out. I'm thinking about...
On console recently, didn't it?
It's coming out, yeah, it's on console.
I was going to say, because when I was at Best Buy returning that TV, they had a poster in the front of the door saying, Elder Scrolls Online, Unlimited Tamriel or something.
I want to get it, but I want to play Lego Jurassic World more. But
yeah. I think I might, I've never really played an MMO before, and I think...
Have you played Skyrim?
Yeah, but I mean, it's...
it's not an MMO, I guess, but...
Yeah, I mean, Skyrim's kind of like a single-player MMO in first person. I feel like this would be kind of cool to play.
No, if you want to watch some people who have never played World of Warcraft before play World of Warcraft at level 90, the Game Grumps just did this 5-part series called Guild Grumps.
Oh.
And basically Ross, who plays World of Warcraft since the beginning,
yep,
basically levels all Barry, Aaron, Danny, and Susie all to level 90, which you have to pay for.
Yeah, just saying.
And then make them play. And then none of them have ever played it before. It's fantastic. They just finished up yesterday, and.
Is it better than the Rooster Teeth Let's Plays in WoW?
Well, it's they film it like a reality TV show.
Oh, that's funny.
It's pretty fantastic.
That's funny.
No, the Panda Posse.
the Panda Priest Posse.
Anyways, let's get back to E3.
Okay.
Bethesda.
Yes.
Fallout 4.
Yep.
Possibly. I'm thinking maybe Elder Scrolls. Is it 6?
Yeah.
It'll be 6.
I mean, it'd be weird. Skyrim's old. But it's not nearly as old as the gap between Fallout 3 to Fallout 4.
Yeah. And Skyrim, they keep mining the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So Skyrim's still pretty relevant. And I don't know. I don't know what Bethesda's going to do. Because it's their first conference.
Right.
Obviously Fallout 4.
What are those?
Half-Life 3.
Well, that's Valve. But yeah.
They're going to take it over.
No.
We're tired of waiting. Screw copyright infringement. We're making Half-Lifer 3.
We've also bought Steam.
Yeah.
It's ours now.
So
What is a merger?
A merger between Valve and Bethesda. Did Bethesda do Doom? Did they make Doom? Because there was the Doom 4 or the Doom trailer.
Oh yeah.
Was that Bethesda as well?
I don't want to say yes. Sean's looking at it right now.
That was the original one.
Was it id Software? Yeah,
id Software originally made it. I don't know if someone else took it over.
Do you think they'd announced
Midway Games, Nerve, no. Oh, publishers. Bethesda Softworks is a publisher. Activision is a publisher.
Okay, so
Bethesda's the current publisher.
Okay, so it could be
because they wanted to announce. I think they had a reveal for a new Doom a while ago.
Yeah, they had a 10-second teaser trailer.
Yeah.
It's some monster with guns on his back shooting. So maybe they'll do some Fallout 4 a live demo. That would be kind of cool.
We haven't talked about Fallout 4 yet. We should talk about it really quick.
I never played Fallout 3.
I played New Vegas a little bit, and then I was like,
Yeah.
I got stuck in a part where I kept dying over and over again.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, whoops.
I wonder if they're like, because I know Bernie Burns made a tweet, and I thought it was kind of funny that like, everyone was like all hyped up for the countdown, and then he was all, it could just be like they're announcing a remastered collection.
Yeah.
Of the
But then it was Fallout 4.
Right, which makes more sense. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bethesda's like, hey, because this year we've got a ton of remastered games. So I wouldn't be surprised like, hey, here's a remastered Fallout 3 that we've been working on. It's out today.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be surprised.
Say they could buy them more time, or they could say like, we're releasing the remaster later this year, and you can expect Fallout within.
When do you think?
The year
When do you think
following.
Fallout 4 is coming out? I think it's coming out this year.
I think this year or like Christmas this year or like early 2016.
Okay.
Well, it also depends. Like they might have been working on this for a really
they probably
long
have.
time.
They probably have.
Yeah.
And they're probably like almost done. So now they're gonna tease it so it can be like, hey, Fallout 4, boom. You know what I
if
mean?
they react to all the criticism though on like the shoddiness of the graphics in the trailer?
I think they're gonna. I mean, it's
For,
Valve.
like,
They're
more
gonna be
polishing.
like,
It looks like Fallout. I don't know what the deal
Yeah,
is.
I
with
don't
the
know.
I would just
graphics.
say like,
It looks fine to me.
The
But the
difference
problem is they were comparing it to like The Witcher. Which
but you
just
can't
came
do
out.
that. They're
Yeah.
just different games. I mean, like
Yeah.
the difference between Oblivion and Skyrim is crazy. Like it's really high. But Skyrim isn't the greatest looking game.
No.
At least,
You can make it the greatest looking
oh
game on
yeah.
PC.
But the aesthetics of it, like to me, it's not super appealing. But that's
It's also a very like dull and like grim game. Which
Yeah.
will like automatically detract from any like beauty of graphics.
right, and that's the universe. That's the
Yeah.
kind of game Bethesda makes. So I mean, if that's what they want to make, fucking Minecraft is blocks. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
and it's one of the most biggest selling games.
You can
of
also
all
make
time.
it really pretty on PC.
You can. So I mean, like, if people want to make it better,
I
guess
wish
what?
I knew
People
how
will
to
be able
use
to
it
do
on
that.
PC. I have it, and
I
I
know.
like don't. I tried, and I just can't do anything.
I don't know how to mod.
I would. If you,
I
when
have
you're- I would be
some
really
mods.
careful modding,
Oh, I
with it,
know. I
especially
have
if you
some,
beat your
but,
school
like-
computer.
Yeah. they're
Yeah.
not good.
No, but what was I? I don't know what I was saying anymore.
We're talking about Bethesda.
I forgot who
Fall,
tweeted.
release date of fall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
I'm gonna call September 2016.
I could see that.
I forgot who tweeted out, but they're like, "Hey, you remember when gameplay used to be more important than graphics?"
Yeah.
Which is totally true. Because like I'm sure the gameplay in Fallout 4 will be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like the VAT system is.
If they have another system like that, they'll be golden.
Yeah, and they probably can just use the VAT system again.
I
But
don't think anyone's gonna complain.
so yeah,
Will it be a revival of that kind of gameplay?
I hope so. I
Do
mean,
you
it's
think- Do you
really.
think it's big enough to have that kind of impact?
I think Fallout 3 was huge. I think
Yeah.
everyone and their mother, except me,
And
played
me.
Fallout.
Yeah.
Except everyone in this room, everyone played
Yeah.
Fallout 3 because it was huge. I mean, it was
Yeah.
the game at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So moving on from Bethesda, also
Bethesda. Sorry. No, it's my anal retentiveness.
No,
I don't know. I'm a dick.
I can't pronounce things right, like Majorn. But Mirror.
Or Keanu Reeves. You also struggle with Keanu Reeves.
I can't pronounce that either. I used to not be able to say lure. I'd be like lure, and that was like 2 years ago. Anyways,
potato.
moving on to remastered editions. Gears of War.
Oh yeah, Gears of War is
That's
getting
going to
remastered.
be at. I'm pretty sure that will be at E3. They had a
Yeah.
they had a countdown date for it recently that said that was pretty much lined up with the Xbox conference.
Do you think there's gonna be a new Fable King? Because I mean, like, because I know.
I think Fable's dropped off a little bit.
Then-
off Fable's radar.
Yeah. Well, because Fable 3 was not nearly as good as Fable 2. It was okay. It was fun, but I didn't have as much fun as I did with Fable 2.
So let's talk about Microsoft.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Obviously, Gears of War.
Right.
Minecraft 2 featuring Larry the Cable Guy.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the sequel to the remastered?
Yes,
Have you not played that one?
So
I've seen Sean play it a bunch.
That one's really good. I got it for like.
It was Game for Gold for free,
Yeah.
right?
No, I didn't get it that way.
Oh,
I got it for free.
I got it like a while ago when like they had a huge Xbox sale, and I
Mm-hmm.
got that and Max Payne, both of them together for like under $15.
I got the Max Payne, like the newest
three.
Max
It
Payne,
was
right,
Max
with the
Payne
bowl.
3, yeah.
Oh, is that I don't know, where he's bald?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Like I had a gift card one time to Target. Sorry, that was. If I need more dead space, there it is. To Target, and just burning a hole in my pocket, and I just went there. I'm like, hey, I need a new game. What should I play? And the guy's like, well, what do you like? I told him there wasn't a whole lot of like RPG kind of games, but he was like, get this pack. It was the GTA 4 / Max Payne 3 pack.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like $30
That's
maybe.
pretty nice.
Yeah, it was really good.
No, but the new Tomb Raider, like the most recent remastered, that game was amazing.
Yeah, that was like one of the few games where like I didn't feel like I could like extend it over a long period of time. Like I have to play this now. Like I have to.
It was
keep
really
playing.
good.
Yeah.
And I want to go back and play it more because it's like a lot.
And so Rise of the Tomb Raider will be even cooler.
Yeah.
So that'll be in Microsoft. I
actually have a list of confirmed games.
Do you
from,
think?
Did they release that Fable game? Like, the one guy could be the villain, and then there was the 4 heroes. Has that been released yet?
I don't know. I don't follow Fable.
Okay, I think they might talk about that a bit.
Do you think there'll be any Minecraft announcements besides the Minecraft 2 with Larry the Cable Guy?
I don't know. I mean, because they did all those stuff recently with the Xbox One.
Do you think they'll announce Minecraft 2?
What would Minecraft 2 be?
I don't know.
Maybe bringing like the adventure mode that like people made and like the games,
like a story.
They like the games that people like modded in.
Well, they're making.
Turning
I think Telltales is making a Minecraft game too.
I have heard about that. Yeah,
but I did hear about that. But it's again like I can't really wrap my brain around what it would be.
I'm bringing this up because I was listening to I think it was Colin and Greg, and they were talking about E3 predictions, and Colin brought up Minecraft 2, and I was like, I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
And Minecraft's so big right now that they don't need a second one.
No.
Right. It's not like they're short on money from it.
Not that far off of their like push onto the Xbox One PS4.
Yeah, it's almost maybe. Has it been a year yet?
Also,
maybe.
Quick thing: Doom is a confirmed title for E3.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So that's definitely going to be in the pan.
Software in Bethesda, so it's I'm
It'll
guessing
be
it'll be in Bethesda.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Microsoft.
I mean,
Microsoft has
maybe
some
more
things.
skin packs.
Yeah, they could do something like that. Also, Minecraft. No, sorry, Microsoft. Well, did you hear about Oculus?
Yeah, they're going to be Xbox One compatible.
Yeah, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Oculus Rift is going to be
Oculus had
designed.
like their own conference right before E3 because they probably weren't like. In. E3, and they were like announced like this is their consumer product. And it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then they have
the little
Now
ear things, and it fits over glasses.
All the competitors for Oculus, I think they waited.
Yeah, they could too.
I think that was the big thing. I think they even realized that.
HTC.
HTC, the one that they're coming out with,
looks pretty cool.
The specs on it are incredible.
Yeah.
Especially compared to Oculus. Like, what's Oculus running at?
I don't know.
It was like 1280 by like 560 maybe.
They announced that they're teaming up with Microsoft.
Yeah.
So like.
Oculus or the HTC one?
Oculus.
Okay,
sorry.
right.
HTC's hooked up with.
The Wii U?
I'll look it up.
No, but like Oculus has like its own controllers that are really weird too.
Yeah, those weird like wristband looking controllers.
Like obvious things for Microsoft, Halo 5.
Yeah, they're gonna be pushing the shit out of
Forza
Guardians.
6.
Yeah, I don't really care about Forza.
I sort of do.
Not a car guy.
I just have to watch.
They're really fun.
I just have to watch it so I can tell my dad about it.
HTC and Valve teamed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
So
that'll be cool.
Oh, yeah.
There's like 3 other ones too. There's Google's Cardboard one.
There's Project Morpheus, which is
Morpheus.
the PlayStation one,
was
Sony
on
one.
hold, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was Sony, but then I think the one. Have you guys seen Google's HoloLens?
Yeah.
Yes.
That thing looks fucking ridiculous.
I thought that was Microsoft.
No, it's Microsoft HoloLens.
Microsoft HoloLens.
Incredible.
Yeah, if they're because I was listening to the Rooster Teeth podcast and they said like people say it's exact like skeptics go in and say it's exactly what you think it would be, and that blows my fucking mind.
Like what they show in the commercial is what essentially they got.
Like
That's
it's
awesome.
Tony Stark level shit.
Yeah. And I was talking to Charvel, who's like he's really big in technology. He's like a computer science major and everything. It's like this is the first time in a long time that Microsoft has actually pushed innovative technology.
Yeah.
Where they haven't just been advancing on stuff they already have or just jumping into a market that already exists. It's the first time they're really pushing.
They're the forerunners of this. No one's really done this before.
Yeah.
And like I think it would take gaming to an entirely new level where it's like I think they were talking about the Dude Soup that like one of those horror games you play around the house. It could be in your house.
Yeah.
It would scan your environment. It would use that as a room, or like you'd go on like some sort of
shit.
yeah, that would be freaky as fuck.
It's
dude.
gonna lead to an age where like you're gonna walk into a room and you don't see anything in the room. It's just a blank walls and everything. But then you put these on, there's just like screens everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the house is decorated through the HoloLens, but you gotta spend money on like.
That's cool.
I was watching the show. It's this anime Psychopaths, which is super cool. Really mentally and government stuff, and it's really cool. But like in the first episode, it's way in the future, and they've got all this advanced technology, and like the person she's talking to her like her house AI, and it was like, oh, change the settings to like, ancient Japan kind of thing, right? So like it shuts down. So the house, it's just like some bland, boring apartment. Is it like
Smart House from the original Disney
Kinda,
Channel movie?
Kinda.
That movie, that house was awesome.
But I mean, like it just goes down. It's like this blank piece of crap apartment, and then it just gets all decorated, so it looks like this fancy house.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I hope they push like VR stuff in the next couple of days.
Dude, get some Sword Art Online. That would be pretty cool. That's another anime where you like it's the game. You put the helmet on. You're like in the game because it takes your neurological senses and puts them in your avatar, which would be cool. Cool. Which I've seen them kind of do because they put this chip in this woman's brain. So like when she thought about moving her arm because she was an amputee victim, it moved this robotic arm, cool. Kind of like, for lack of a better explanation, the arm in Silicon Valley that the monkey used to jerk off.
Oh yeah, like, or in Inspector Gadget, where Andy Dick moves the foot.
There you go. Yeah.
Throwback.
Inspector Gadget.
No, but the thing about Forza, going back to Forza really quick, is they during the Detroit Auto Show, Ford was like, "Here's the new Ford GT." If that means anything to you. So it means things to Sean. So they announced the new Ford GT, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is like the main car in Forza 6. Like it'll be on the cover. Like Ford and Forza are like joining forces, and they're making Forza 6.
That was the sport, like the actual like racing GT, right?
Yeah.
Or, like,
I don't think it was
because they released like that. They're going back on the circuit with
that's cool.
The GT, and it looked nice.
Yeah, so that, and then my dad plays Forza a lot, and so I just kind of have to be like, oh yeah, by the way, look at this video from Forza, and he'll be like, oh, it's so pretty. And like, I know.
Oh!
So
like, let me wipe you off, Dad.
But Microsoft. Anything else from Microsoft you guys can think of? We covered Halo, Gears.
They already did the Fable remake. A remaster.
I don't know. Like they could. I don't know.
I think I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Fable thing, but I would not be surprised if we did, because that's another Microsoft studio. And it was big enough.
So, do you want to talk about Sony? Because I don't know anything about PlayStation. I don't own a PlayStation, and like,
I mean, I don't really know what's. I mean,
I know Uncharted 4 will be there.
Have they done? They haven't done a remaster of God of War. Which I could see.
I thought they might be doing that.
I think they would be. I think they would announce it at E3. Like I said, year of the remaster. I could see that because that was Sony's big selling game for a while. You know what I mean? That's what would sell PlayStation.
So I know Uncharted 4 will be there.
Yeah,
for sure. But I don't know. Like I'm not.
Dude, what if they got a new Jack and Daxter?
I thought they're maybe.
I would play like Jack and Daxter. Jak 3 is in one of my favorite games. And like if they made a new Jack and Daxter, like I know they're making a new Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, that's it.
I think that might be what you're thinking of, Insomniac. But I would play the shit out of a new Jack and Daxter.
Okay.
It's funny, fun.
I'm not a big Sony guy, so I can't say much about this.
Yeah, Sony was like I had a PlayStation 1 and I went to the PlayStation 2. Like instead of playing Halo, I played Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I was on
one of the greatest PlayStation games of all time.
Oh, Battlefront.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the new Battlefront with dice. Yeah.
I played Nintendo my whole childhood.
Yeah.
So which we will get to Nintendo in a second because I have some words about Nintendo to say.
I'm personally excited for the Square Enix booth because I love all the Final Fantasy games, and they'll probably be announcing some Kingdom Hearts 3 news. Ooh. And I've been waiting ever so long for Kingdom Hearts 3, so that's for me super exciting.
Okay.
And like I think it's really cool because it's running off it's the newest Unreal Engine, so I mean like they can do a whole lot more with it. And cool. Combat style is supposed to be pretty sweat, so I'm interested for that.
Interesting.
Oh, and they're gonna have the new consoles there, the new PlayStation and the new Xbox.
Yeah. Xbox One, PS4.
Yeah, like with the new controller and everything.
Destiny's gonna be there. Like the game, like Bungie and Activision are gonna be there. It's like listed under like the confirmed titles that are going to be.
Can you get a list of like what publishers and stuff will be there or developers?
Yeah.
Developers.
These are all the games that are confirmed with their publishers and developers.
Okay. Is there anything like Gearbox or two?
Gearbox is going to be showing Battleborn.
Oh, Battleborn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll probably be their main focus because that's supposed to be huge.
I think it looks really cool. Well, they've got like the biggest thing, and then they have 25 different like playable characters.
Really?
Yeah, 25. Wow. So like, there's one that fits every playstyle. Like, there's one who like. Guy's got like 2 swords and then one real big energy sword that he builds. So he's like an all melee guy. And there's another like mystic guy who's like solely healing. And those are like 2 of my favorite classes.
Wow.
I would like.
That sounds really cool.
You got to watch the trailer for Battleborn.
I saw like a little bit of the trailer for it. And I was like,
yeah, because one like the music fits the whole trailer so well. Like that song is awesome. Mm-hmm. But like it shows all the classes. Like there's a brute who's got like this machine, like this gun. There's a guy with a bow.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
it looks so like I'm so pumped for that game.
I don't want them to give up on Borderlands, but if they switch over to that, I mean,
I think it'd be going in a new direction, and I think the
It
goal
looks
is
like a very similar style.
yeah,
But
it's
like
not
a
even
different
cell
type of
shaded
game,
but
but
well,
like
it almost looks like Team Fortressy,
yeah, a little bit,
which is okay because
Yeah.
Team Fortress is great.
awesome.
Fable Legends will also be at
That's the one I was thinking of, where you can control like the villain and the
and
good
Mad
guys.
Max.
Oh yeah,
Last game.
I think we talked
From
about
Avalanche
that last
Studios
week.
and Warner Bros.
It's like the Batman game with Mad Max. Oh, Arkham Knight will probably be there.
No, Arkham Knights. Oh, they might be, but it's coming out in the end of this month.
Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, it's still in time.
Yeah, it says
Probably have
it
playable
says it's a
demos.
confirmed title at E3. I'm guessing they're just going to talk about
It could just be playable. Like,
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
be playable on the floor.
I saw the video with like Neil Patrick Harris and Wiz Khalifa and a bunch of other people who had like played Arkham
Really?
Knight, and like they were asking about it, and it was like a cool like, what'd you think? It's like, oh, I did this, and like it's their like live thing, like expressions while they're playing it. They're like, oh my god, this is crazy, and then like driving the Batmobile.
Oh,
up
I'm so
walls.
excited for that game.
Oh, there's a guy from Workaholics, the big red-haired guy. He was
Yeah.
there.
Very cool. So, Nintendo.
What did they do?
I don't know. I've got a thing with Nintendo. I
Okay.
love Nintendo
Right.
very, very
Right.
much. I've been Nintendo my whole life.
Yep.
They announced the new Zelda for Wii U. Then they said, "Oh yeah, we're pushing it to 2016,"
Right.
which pissed a lot of people off.
Right, because like we
Which
said,
I-
that's the one thing you really want to play on
And-
the Wii U right now, other
yeah.
than Splatoon, which I've heard is good.
Yeah, Splatoon I guess is really good. But I don't know. Like, Nintendo's in such a tough spot right now.
Yeah.
Because they don't have any. Like, Splatoon came out and Splatoon's doing well.
Right.
There's just nothing else in the future right now other than Zelda next year, and there's a new Star Fox coming out. And so, and they're kind of like, they need to make up for, like, oh yeah.
Not having anything.
Yeah, but they put their money elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's like they put it away from console and moved it to
mobile.
Yeah.
But they might be announcing the new console there
Right.
at E3, which is possible.
Do you think it?
But wouldn't that
Do you think it'd be a new
undermine
mobile?
the new Zelda game if they announced the new console?
I wouldn't be surprised if the reason they pushed it back is because it's not on the Wii U. If it has maybe some Wii U integration,
Yeah,
but
but
if it's
there was-
going to this new console.
There was also a lot of talk on how they wanted to make a polished game versus a game where you send it out and then
Yeah.
polish it afterwards and send updates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was the one thing?
It's also an open world Zelda, which looks
It was
Awesome.
It's supposed to be crazy.
When did they
big.
show that video of like the creator playing? That was like,
it was a while ago.
yeah.
A couple months ago.
It was so cool. I'm really excited for that game when it comes out. And then I'm afraid Nintendo will be like, hey, more amiibos, and we'll be like, fuck.
Yeah.
So we just
Fuck
got
amiibos.
Pac-Man and Silver Mario. So now we have like the 4 original guys. So it's Mario, Sonic, Mega Man, and Pac-Man.
Oh, that's dope.
So we're pretty. That's I mean.
What am I thinking? Like, I think it was a Funhouse episode of The Know. They talked about one guy said a certain game is coming out for this console, this console, this console, and consoles yet to be released or announced, like future
Really?
consoles. So maybe there's another console that's supposed to compete with like PlayStation 4, Xbox One.
Well, that's what the new.
Maybe it's like the Steam box. Maybe it's like. Could you imagine if Nintendo finally had a console that actually competed?
That's what the next
with
one's
Xbox
supposed to be.
One?
Like,
Yeah,
Like a console, not like a
Yeah.
toy.
When I read
children's toy.
when I was reading about the new Nintendo console, like this, they said the specs for like matched like the Xbox One.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If they pull that off, it'd be fantastic.
Would they go away from motion controls, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, the Wii U is not that motion controls.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly
the
wouldn't
bad.
mind something different.
I think motion controls were going to be huge, and then they just did not hit at all.
No.
Well, it hit with the Wii.
Well, yeah,
It
but I
hit
mean,
with the
like,
Wii,
for like a couple of
And
years,
then
and
the
then
market
just
that
like,
embraced it was, I think, a lot younger than they
well,
wanted.
I think
which
I
is
mean,
a hard
Like
hit.
we were the right age. When
yeah,
Wii
at the
came out,
time,
they're like, this
yeah,
is
'cause
awesome.
I remember
I got it for
you were
Christmas
the
and it
first
was
guy I knew to have the Wii,
nuts.
and we played
It
the
was
shit out of the
crazy.
Wii.
Oh yeah.
I remember.
And by getting it for Christmas, I mean my parents put a note in a box saying, there were no Wiis left for the last 4 weeks. We'll get you a Wii eventually, but this is what you're getting for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's how crazy
yeah.
the Wii was.
I remember when we finally got the Wii, like, we were doing Wii bowling as a family, like, every night, and I'm like, Dad, you should really wear the strap. He goes, I don't need the freaking
no.
strap. And he throws it, and it just, like, just skimmed the top of the TV, and it knocked out the holder for the Wii sensor, so the sensor just fell, but, like, I was like, dude, and he goes, yeah, I'm gonna wear
Yeah.
the strap, but it was so funny.
I don't know. Like,
But I mean, Nintendo even said that they came out that they understand that the Wii U and the Wii is a toy. Like they market it to the younger kids. They're not
Yeah.
going for the hardcore gamers. So I wonder if like this next platform will be the hardcore gamers. Plus, they've still got the handheld market on lock. Like,
definitely.
the Vita's got some exclusive games that some people, but like, it doesn't even compare to the 3DS.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a
amazing.
3DS.
I think I read that they just passed like, I think I'm way over, but I think it was like 500 million console like handhelds.
Well,
in
games
the US.
alone, plus like everyone at a convention, everyone who goes to a convention wants to have a 3DS just for the street pass, just because it's like that little thing to do.
Yeah, I
really
know.
cornered that market.
Yeah,
but what Nintendo needs to do is announce like not new IPs, because they have like Splatoon that could become.
that's
It
a
could
new
be.
IP.
It could become something new.
Yeah.
Like, it could become a new franchise. But what people want is a new Metroid. Definitely a new Metroid. Like I have like Metroid 3, like Prime 3, Corruption. Fantastic game. Like
I remember I played Metroid Fusion like so
we want
much.
a new Metroid game for console.
Yep.
We need Zelda Wii U to come out as soon as possible. Star Fox, I'm sure will be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They like have like this old legacy of these amazing games, and they haven't made any new ones recently.
Yeah, people said they played another Earthbound, things like that.
Yeah, it's like
Well, it could be just because like the consoles that they made aren't really fit for like
Yeah.
something like that. Like motion controls, I feel like just it's
They tried
an
to be
interesting
innovators.
idea, but I just don't think people are going to
And-
buy it.
and
Maybe
maybe
it's got such a bad reputation
Yeah.
at this point.
and maybe at E3 Nintendo will be like, oh yeah, remember that YouTube thing we did? Cancel all that.
Well,
That'd be fantastic.
Nintendo's not going to be at E3.
They're not.
No, they're doing their own Nintendo conference again. Like, that's what Nintendo does. They don't go to E3. They hold their own, like,
Yeah.
quote-unquote E3 conference.
I'll do like the Nintendo Directs and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
I don't know. They dropped a new console with like a controller versus.
Like the Wii U Pro controller
That's
is a really nice controller. It looks like an Xbox
Yeah.
controller, but it's awesome. I play.
Yeah.
I use that a lot when I or my game controller when I play Smash.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, what's the one game you play? Smash,
Smash.
right? That'd be pretty much it.
Or Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Those are like the two games.
Right.
There's like games on Virtual Console, which is like the main reason for the Wii U.
Right.
Is Virtual Console that I want to
Playing
get.
all the old games.
Yeah, because like they just started putting N64 games. Actually, the N64 just turned 18, so you can legally blow the cartridges now.
Yeah, I was going to say, so now it's legal. You can insert those discs and feel no remorse. Well, you know, maybe a little remorse.
But no, I don't know.
The appropriate amount.
Yeah, Nintendo's just in a weird spot.
Yeah, yeah.
like a new.
I believe in
Mario
Nintendo.
title,
Which is the thing
a
with Nintendo is
64 style title or like
Yeah.
a Galaxy kind of thing.
what they bring with like. I think Jack says this a lot on his videos, and it always says like how Nintendo like they just sell the same game, like the same
They
5
do.
games over and over again, which is fine because those are the games people want.
Yeah, as long as they're good.
As long as it, like
Fuck
the
it.
problem is like they release so many Mario titles that it's like where's everybody else?
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I need
Mario's cool and all, but, like, Samus is dope.
yeah,
Like,
and like Pokemon is Pokemon.
Right.
Pokemon's a whole different.
that
like,
kind of runs
battle.
on its like own.
Yeah.
It's Nintendo, but it's like kind of just running on its
Yeah,
own.
and so they can
it's
keep making.
not even, like, Super Nintendo. I mean, realistically, it's Game Freak who just goes through Nintendo.
Yeah. And so I don't know because there's so many Mario games out now that's just like, can we have other people please? Like
Yeah.
they released a Link, A Link Between Worlds, which was like the sequel to Link to the Past. Very very good game.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play it during RTX, I'll let you.
So I can beat it in a weekend.
Probably, or you can play Majora's Mask.
Beat that in a
3D.
weekend?
So you could.
Just like I beat not
Ocarina of
beat
Time.
it. I beat Ocarina of Time in a weekend. NBD. I didn't say which weekend, but I beat it in a
It
weekend.
was a few weekends after RTX.
Maybe a couple weekends, you know, no big deal.
I'm excited for. I don't know if I'm excited for this year's not RTX. I'm very excited for RTX.
Yeah.
E3. I don't know my feelings. I don't know.
I think every time I'm like, it's E3, and then like I watch all the press conferences, and then I'm like, holy shit, they're probably gonna show some Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yes, I was actually I forgot Ubisoft.
Yeah, I did.
They're gonna.
Ubisoft stuff is always really, really cool.
Well, they were always. And like one year they had Aisha Tyler like host it, which was
Last
weird.
year they had Aisha Tyler.
It was last year.
Yeah, I
She's
think
host
last
every
year and the year before it.
She just keep doing it.
Yeah.
No, I saw a thing on Twitter. It was like a couple. It was like 3 days, and it showed like Ubisoft, and it showed Syndicate. It showed Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, that would be cool because
then
we get whole more Rainbow Six Let's Plays.
Definitely. And then it showed the Division. No, not the Division.
No,
That
that's
should
right.
be, I think it's Division.
And yeah.
That's at least, that's a year old announcement wise, and then there's been nothing since like.
Well, it kept getting put. I think it keeps getting pushed.
What? I think that was announced
A while ago.
when Watch Dogs was announced.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ubisoft always has good stuff to show.
Yeah.
Did you hear about how they're doing right now with Syndicate? Is they're having people basically beta play?
Oh yeah, they're touring around like England or Europe.
Yeah, and you can play it, and basically it's them saying, we don't want Unity to happen again.
Yeah.
So,
oops.
which is super smart.
Yeah.
Because they
and it shows the fans like, hey, we know we fucked up. We don't want that to happen. Like that's not what we're about.
We want Syndicate to be cool.
Yeah.
You're playing as like 2 or 3 different assassins. You want to be like, you want it to be cool.
And you got your bitchin' top hat and your cane sword.
You can just stick it in your
brass ass knuckles.
Ooh,
New Transformer game is coming.
Really?
It got leaked.
Oh yeah, something just got leaked. It's like a cell shaded Transformer game. It actually looks.
See,
from the one photo I saw, I was like, that looks something I might play.
I played Transformers War for Cybertron. Yeah,
Oh,
that was an awesome game.
I played one of those.
Transformers War for Cybertron. Well, one, the multiplayer was really fun.
I played the second one.
And the game, yeah, and like I played the beta for the second one, and I thought the beta for the second one for the multiplayer was awesome. I don't know the story so much, but like. It was so fun to be like run, shooting, and then just press a button and you're transformed into a car. Or like you'd be the plane and you'd fly in, you'd stop, you'd heal your enemies or your teammates, and then you'd fly out. It was a really, really cool mechanic. Then like the third game in this trilogy was based off the fourth movie.
Oh, it was.
And I never played
the
that
Darkspark, Rise of the Darkspark?
Yeah, it was based on
I heard that
fourth movie.
that one was terrible.
That's what I heard too, and I was like, oh, that's kind of a bummer that the movie tie-ins. But like the mechanics of the game were a lot of fun.
Yeah. Movie tie-in games aren't usually the best.
I'd like
unless
awesome.
Unless they're Lego games.
Yeah, I would like a really awesome Ninja Turtle game.
That'd be interesting.
I don't think there's been a good Ninja Turtle game in a while.
Actually, I have. When I bought Mario Kart Double Dash for my GameCube, it came with like a demo disc.
Dude, demo disc
of like a whole bunch of GameCube games, and there was a TMNT game in there, and it was actually really fun.
Okay,
but it's for like the GameCube. So.
That's why no one played it.
Unfortunate. Well, GameCube was like...
GameCube was awesome.
Oh, just a bigger...
Dude, what if they came out with the Game Sphere?
I was thinking that.
Spherical!
Oh, man. Oh! Speaking of Josh...
Drake and Josh, the video game?
No, in California, we stopped at the Full House houses.
Did you see Drake and Josh and, well, I guess maybe
Josh
and John Stamos?
I wish,
it's
but
confirmed that like that's not what's happening because like John Stamos, Josh Peck are coming out in a new show.
Together. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Josh Peck's gonna be on TV again?
Yeah, it's called like Grandfather. It's like on NBC.
Yeah.
And it's John Stamos and Josh Peck.
Yeah.
I'm so happy right now.
That's what that connection is. I don't think the connection is to Full House.
Cool.
Because they like already have the Full House stuff lined up.
Yeah.
Fuller House. Yeah, Fuller House. I don't really care about Fuller House.
The Olsen twins are not doing it.
Good. Have you seen the Olsen twins lately?
Yeah. They're like,
they should just have Elizabeth. They look like enemies from Skyrim. Like that's what they do.
Jesus. They should
like
just have
a. They're also loaded enemies from Skyrim.
Yeah.
Do we know that? Like, have they not blown all their money on like cocaine and?
No, they're like whole entire they own the fashion industry.
Oh yeah, and they've been stars since they were babies.
Yeah, like they don't have to act anymore because they like.
They don't have to lift a finger anymore.
They should just have Elizabeth Olsen, who was like the Scarlet Witch and stuff. Yeah. They should have her play it because she's awesome.
Is she related to the Olsen twins?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because
she looks
a lot like.
I'm pretty sure she's related. She was also in Godzilla.
Oh, it's Godzilla.
That movie was.
I walked in at the point because I wanted them to be like Godzilla, and like they had the Asian guy, and he goes, "Oh, Godzilla," and like it wasn't like huge, like "Oh, run, it's Godzilla," but it was close enough for I was like, "Woo!" Double fist in the air.
Speaking of racist Asian words, did you guys see the news reporter in San Francisco, like the news station that reported on like I think it was an article from The Onion, like a fake article, about like the plane, like a Malaysian plane crash.
Oh, the Something Wong.
Yeah, Something Wong. She's like, we have the 4 names of the pilots that were just
I do remember that. That was a while ago. Yeah.
Something Wong, We Too Low, Holy Fook.
Yeah.
It's like Bing.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Bing Tang Ao.
Bing Tang Ao.
Yeah, I heard it was
like an apology release.
I heard it was like a prank from one of like the interns, and then the intern was immediately fired.
Wow.
The apology, they just blamed the source because it was like what was the source? NSFW or something like that.
That would be funny.
It was like a national board, and they're like, no, our source thought it was correct, and apparently it wasn't correct. I'm like, that's not an apology. You're just blaming your source.
You're like, not our fault. He made me do it.
It was the source.
Pulling from The Onion is always a bad choice. Did you hear? You were in the FIFA, right? And you know all the scandals going down with FIFA.
Well,
one of the did you hear about one of the older, one of the past vice presidents was trying to he made this video about how he's like, how could FIFA be so bad if they're like letting America do the World Cup again and stuff? And he was citing an Onion article, and it was the best thing ever because John Oliver, who his show is so good, it's on HBO.
Is it like late night tomorrow or
last week
tonight?
Last week tonight.
Oh, okay.
And he is hilarious.
Yeah.
And he was talking about FIFA, and he talked about that part, and he thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then he did this thing where he was talking about how the sponsors are like the worst part right now, and like if they don't leave FIFA, nothing's gonna change. And so basically, he said to the sponsors, if you leave and make Sepp Blatter quit, I will. And he picked Adidas, McDonald's, and Budweiser.
Oh shit! I heard about this on the Archie podcast.
He was like, if like Adidas, I will wear one of your stupid shoes, and it was like an Adidas shoe. It was like one of those higher up shoes, but it was gold and it had giant wings on it. He's like, I will wear your stupid shoes. And he's like, McDonald's, I will take a bite off of everything from the dollar menu. And he's like, this is the hardest one. Budweiser, I will drink one of your beers, not any beer. I will drink a Bud Light Lime. And then Sepp Blatter actually is resigning. He's resigning,
right?
And so then
after being reelected too.
Yeah, like 4 days after being reelected.
He got because like the scandal released, then released because everyone knew about it already.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was reelected. It wasn't like he was reelected, then all this stuff came out.
Yeah.
There was like a good couple days between when all these arrests were made and when he got reelected.
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And so basically he left. And so last week's episode, John was like, I know I have some things to get to, but like we'll do that at the end of the show. So at the end of the show, he like puts his feet up and he's wearing the Adidas, and then he pulls this tray of McDonald's stuff out and he eats them all really fast. He's like, oh, I don't feel good. And then he's like, but what I said about Bud Light, he said he has to drink it all and then say it was delicious.
Right.
He's like, but I never said what I couldn't talk shit about it before I drank it. So he just rails on it right before he drinks it. And he has basically like this like sand beach party set up in the studio, and he's staying there with like all these people dancing around him, and he just downs this Bud Light Lime. He goes, it's delicious. And everyone's like, so Bud Light Lime sounds pretty gross, but
we at the theater have beer cocktails.
I've
made with like Bud Light Lime and like Miller Lite, and I'm like, what the fuck is a beer cocktail? That sounds disgusting.
Weird. Yeah.
Actually, my mom's margarita mix has beer in it, but that's a margarita mix.
Right, that's different than a beer cocktail.
That's pretty gross.
But they also make like bourbon beer. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I know bourbon
where they
beer.
like take an aged barrel of like bourbon, take the barrel, and then they brew the beer, and then they like put the beer in the barrel and like let it sit. And,
I have heard of that. Yeah, that's cool.
In California, instead of bourbon barrels, they use wine barrels.
Ooh. Really?
And so they're like, it's like a sour beer. We went to one of my sisters. Like they're not married, but they're like life partners, I guess.
Oh yeah.
They just don't want to get married. And he works as like a bouncer at this one brewing company in like Santa Rosa, and they all got flights. You know what a flight is, where it's just like a bunch of like samples of beers, and I think it was like 18 beers to a flight, and they got 2 of them.
Holy crap!
And I was just saying like, this is not a good idea. And my dad was like drinking. He didn't drink a lot, but like my dad was like drinking them, and I was like, I can't drive home. I can't drive the rental car. And he rented a Suburban.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It was a Yukon XL.
Jesus.
So it was a tank. It was massive.
Yeah.
And we were driving down San Francisco, and San Francisco roads are about this big. And there's a video, hand gestures.
Small.
It's
Brian is making a small hand gesture.
So we went down Lombard Street. If you know, so it's the crookedest street in the world, and we took that down it, which was very interesting. But there's some roads, because like it's weird, because we were staying in Alcatraz, and you look out on San Francisco, and it's just like a city, and it looks like Detroit. It's just flat. Like all the buildings are parallel to the ground, and then you get to like the other side of San Francisco, and it's just a hill.
Yeah.
And so we were driving around one day in the city, and there was like it was a street sign that said no buses or vans or 8-person vehicles. And we had a car that could hold 8 people, but we only had 6 in it. And that was my dad's reasoning to go down the hill.
Oh, God.
And it was about a 45-degree angle down.
Holy shit.
It was a lot of screaming. And we were all like, are you kidding me? My dad's like, woo! And we were driving this tank. And it was just like, at one point we went down it again because, you know, why not? And there was a Prius sitting at the bottom of it. And we're all like, get out of the way!
Move!
So no, but
That'd be terrifying.
San Francisco's a fun little place. Went to Fisherman's Wharf, which is like it's like all seafood. It's just amazing.
Did you go to any arcades, perchance?
I did. Yeah. So there's like this old timey arcade in
Segway
San Francisco, and it has like super old cabinets like Miss Pac-Man and stuff, and then it has like it had NFL Blitz, which is awesome.
Really?
Yeah. So it has like that type of stuff, and then it had a couple pinball machines.
Dude, did you have Time Crisis?
No.
Oh man, Time Crisis was like the greatest game in GameWorks. Shit out Time Crisis and House of the Dead. Pew pew pew. Shotgun House of the Dead.
And then there was like
Shotgun House of the Dead 3.
arcade things from the 1920s.
Jeez.
So they were like
Fix It Felix?
No. But these were like, you know, in Big, where he goes to like the thing that tells you like your fortune and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're like creepy mannequins, stuff like that. And then there was like things. There were like dioramas that you would put money in and they would move, but they would look really creepy because they were literally from the 20s.
Yeah.
So I told Josh about this. We were there, and I look over, I go, that's Jack White from the White Stripes.
Really?
And I go, that is 100% Jack White. My dad's like, no, that's not Jack White. I'm like, no, Dad, that is Jack White. And I go over, and I'm like, guys, Jack White is over there. And I was like, I was freaking out, and my family was like, you need to relax. I'm like, it's Jack White. And like, my dad's like,
you need to relax.
My dad was like, go talk to him. Like, and then I was like, no, he's with his kid. And like, and I just didn't want to bother him. But, and like, I could tell it was him because it was him. And two,
like, Jack White has a very distinct look.
Yeah, he had like the hair and everything. And,
a very pale skin color.
Yeah. Well, do you know that one meme online of him sitting at the
baseball game? He's just like, meh.
But then he had like one guy with him, and that guy kept looking at me because I kept looking at Jack, and then me and Jack made eye contact a couple times, and I was like, ugh! And then like we got outside, my sister pulled up a picture of him on her phone and showed my dad. He's like, holy shit, that was Jack White. I was like, I know.
I was telling you.
I guess there was like some festival or something.
Okay.
And I guess like Snoop was around. And then
D-O-double-G?
Yeah, and then a couple other
he's back to dog.
Oh, okay.
He's not lying anymore. He's back to dog.
A couple other rappers were around town, I guess. Possibly Flavor Flav.
Dude! Oh shit!
Yeah, boy!
He was walking out, I was like, Flavor Flav! And he's got that clock, and then man.
So actually, no wait, we were in where were we? We might have been Pleasanton, which is where I was born.
Okay. Oh,
and
cool.
We found like this little weird like hipster store, and my sister bought these cookie cutters it was Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and I don't remember the other one because I don't know rappers, but there was a cookie cutter, and then
I'm trying to think who would be in that lineup: Tupac, Biggie Smalls, and
I can't remember. I could text
Ice Cube.
No,
I was gonna say Easy, Ice Cube, or Dre.
Yeah.
It might have been Dre. I think it was Dr. Dre.
That would make sense.
I could text my sister right now and ask her, but whatever. And then she gave it to her daughter, and she was like, okay. And then my sisters were talking about it, like, can you make these with, like, vanilla cookies?
Oh.
That's just my sisters. But,
That's
no, that was
funny.
cool. And, yeah, kind of cookie cutters with wrappers in it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Snoop D-O-double-G. And a group that said, motherfuck the police. That's a good song. Next episode.
Straight Outta Compton comes out this summer.
Dude,
I'm so excited.
You want to know what I'm more excited about? That I will not be working at the movie theater at that time. That's what I'm more excited about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Perfect timing for me to leave. But, dude, I want to see Straight Outta Compton.
I think
it looks really the trailer looks really cool.
I like how they have Ice Cube's son in it, but they don't have...
Easy son.
Yeah.
What, I mean, was that...
So Ice Cube, Easy, and Dre, all their sons auditioned. Ice Cube's son got in. Dre's son didn't. And like he was like, no, I get that, I understand. But Eazy-E's son was not so as not so lenient as Dre's son. He was angry. He was like suing for his likeness. He just went on this huge rich boy rant.
I would be like upset about not being able to portray my dad.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be that upset.
Right.
But,
well, apparently Easy, Cube, and Dre. Well, I guess Dre and Cube are cool. But like Eazy is not the most happy with the those two particular gentlemen.
Oh, great!
So
that movie looks interesting.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I think it looks intense.
It does look very intense.
NWA was pretty big.
Its timing is very interesting with like everything that's going on lately.
Yeah,
and like the message that or like the movement that
they started. Yeah,
started, and now this movie is like
it's interesting.
Idolizing.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
That was just such like a dramatic scene that like the trailer where he's like, some people are out here telling us what we can and can't sing.
Yeah.
And he's like, Dre, spin that. He's like, fuck the police.
Yeah,
and they
he's
just
like-
go nuts.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Dre, what up? I got something to say. And then it
Yeah.
rolls in the song like, oh, this is so cool.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, what if Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum are going to be in there and, like, Ice Cube's son is like, hey, you fuck my daughter? He's so great. Favorite scene of any movie.
Fuck the captain's
Fucking
daughter.
the captain's daughter. It's my favorite scene. Like, everyone in the theater when I saw it was laughing their ass off. And even my dad and I were, like, crying. We were laughing. So that was probably the hardest I've laughed at a movie in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was funny.
Are you saying the Thumb movies weren't that funny?
There were that moments, you know, with Jish and Malo, but you know,
The Blair Thumb.
not nearly as funny as when Schmidt was doing
The captain's daughter.
like that, like when Channing Tatum had the realization, it was funny, but when like he goes, the daughter's like, "Hey, I got some tables," and then like they make eye contact, and it's like, "Hey, how do you know him?" He goes, "Oh, this is my boyfriend Doug." He's like, "Hey, Doug." And he's like, "Can I get some goddamn water?" "Hey, he's man's thirsty. He's black. Get him some water."
Oh, that movie's
funny.
great.
He's texting, "Hey, Doug. Nice to meet you, Doug. I'm gonna kill you, Doug." "How did my dad get your number?" "Oh, school director or something. I don't know." And he like throws his phone.
Oh man.
Oh.
After the podcast, I want to show you guys this video. It's like, have you heard of honest movie trailers?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
You've watched a lot of them.
All
now?
of them.
Oh, okay.
Which one
I
are you
just
talking
I
about?
just discovered them, and
They're
they're all
so
so
good.
funny.
I stayed up the first time I saw it. I stayed up until like 4 a.m. crying. I was
Yeah.
laughing so
Oh
hard.
wow. Okay, never mind. Well,
Which one were you thinking of?
all of them.
But yeah.
Like Thor was really good.
Did you see the one where they watched the Thor Honest Movie trailer with the director of Thor?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because apparently, like, the director of Thor was shitting on the Honest Movie trailer guys because he's so mad. Like, no, you know, we're fans of the movie. Like you took Thor, one of the hardest comics, and made it a watchable movie.
Yeah.
They all watched together. It was super funny.
That's awesome.
Like they had an Honest Movie trailer. Like they had the Honest Movie trailer for Armageddon, and they talked about you know Armageddon the movie with
Flying to space, put a nuke in an asteroid.
yeah, you do. Michael Bay, where all meteors explode when they hit the ground. But they played a line from the actual commentary of Armageddon, and it was Ben Affleck. He goes, you know, I went to Michael. I was like, hey, Michael, wouldn't it just be more practical to teach astronauts how to be drillers than it would drillers to be astronauts? He goes, Michael looked at me and he says, shut the fuck up, Ben. Go away. And he goes, and that was the end of that conversation.
And now he's Batman.
Now he's Batman.
Do you bleed?
Take that, Michael Bay.
Oh.
Motherfucking money.
And actually, they just released an epic rap battle last week.
Yes, with Houdini and Copperfield.
Yeah, with a little bit of Angel in it.
Little Chris Angel. Freaks my
those are
mind.
always good.
But yeah, I
My
like
favorite though, because when I saw Weird Al,
Yeah.
he would go off stage to change, and they would play stuff. And one of the scene changes, they played the epic rap battle with him in it.
Who was he? Was he Einstein?
He was Isaac Newton versus
Newton,
Bill
that's
Nye.
right. That's right.
That's one of the best epic rap battles there is.
I think the one with Stephen Hawking versus I think Einstein. That was funny. Bill and Ted was good because it was fucking Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
They had a Goku versus Superman one, which is cool. But like Goku was played by Ray William Johnson, who I'm not a huge fan of. I used to like his videos, but then he was like a huge dick, so I wasn't a huge fan of him.
Also, man, last season's finale was the Turtles versus the
Oh yeah,
the Renaissance artist.
Yeah, the
that one was really
that
good.
was good. And the
Also,
actual Ninja Turtles versus like actual Leonardo.
Muhammad Ali
DiCaprio.
versus Michael Jordan with Key and Peele.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
That was
That was
really good.
Of course, there's Hitler versus Vader, one of the classics. Yeah, those are really
Those
good.
are probably the best ones.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we go about an hour and 8 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking about some stuff.
Stuff. E3 stuff.
Episode 10. Woo woo!
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Yep.
Woo!
Episode 10!
All right, guys. So that was the podcast. As always, follow us on the Grabcast podcast. Let us know what you think. Yeah. Hopefully, like I said, I haven't done much work. Had some stuff that stopped podcasting for a bit, but we took a break. We're back. So yeah, follow us on the Twitters. Watch stuff on YouTube. Hopefully, we'll be on the iTunes soon. And you guys have a good one.